Okay, in today's video we're going to be talking about the top 10 easiest plants to grow by far for the summer, spring, and maybe fall. I wouldn't say fall or winter because, they might die in the fall, but in the summer and spring it's really good for these plants, and I would 100% recommend growing these plants if you're wondering what you should grow and easy to grow. Like if you're in an apartment, well, some of these aren't really apartment material, but if you want me to make a video, either the hardest plants to grow or the best plants to grow for a small space. If you want that, leave a like on this video and subscribe down below. And yeah, let's get on with it. Okay, up in the number 10 spot we have corn. Corn is a generally mostly easy plant to grow, but if you have a spot that gets like way too much sunlight and heat, it's not the best plant to grow. Like mainly it's basically you need to be very lucky with the variety, the temperature of the year, and the sunlight you get of the year. It's just, corn is a pretty easy plant to grow, but if you're looking for a plant that's like really extremely easy, I would not go for corn because they could grow insanely tall, but I would think you want to put two corn next to each other to make them pollinate each other, because I think they're actually male and female. I don't know how any of that works, but see, this plant right here is actually this corn right here is actually growing some corn. So corn is on the number 10 spot. It is probably not the easiest plant, but it is somewhere up there with the easiest plants to grow. So let's get on to the number 9 spot. On the number 9 spot is actually pumpkin, but sadly my giant pumpkin plant died because it was so hot. Now pumpkin is in number 9 spot because usually it's a pretty easy plant to grow. It does take a long time to grow, but once it does starts to pick up, I think it'll just grow massive. My pumpkin plant stretched it all across the place. I think it was actually the time I planted it was not a good time to plant the pumpkin. But yeah, pumpkin is up there with one of the easiest plants. You mainly want to start it in maybe late summer, because I started it in the spring because it randomly decided to grow. We didn't want to grow it in the spring, but in the summer it just started to get really hot. Fun fact, we're actually in a extreme heat warning right now. So when that sun comes out, I should probably get back inside before I overheat myself. So I'm sure it's fine. It's not like too big of a deal. We have a lot of ACs in our house. But yes, pumpkin is in number 9 spot, and let's get on to the number 8. But before we get on to number 8, I gotta explain why pumpkin is in the number 9 spot. So the benefits it has is either it will completely burn out and just destroy. We never even grew any pumpkins, and another thing is like pests can just ruin it. Anything can ruin the pumpkin because it's such a big plant and such a juicy plant that anything could ruin it at that time, like the heat, bugs, or diseases, or anything like that. So now let's get on to number 8 spot. Okay, so this plant right here is actually a lettuce plant, believe it or not. In the number 8 spot for the easiest plants, we have lettuce. Lettuce is a very juicy plant. If you're thirsty, like if you're out in the wilderness and you're thirsty, grow some lettuce because it has a lot of nutrition, a lot of water in it, if you water enough, obviously. But this does look kind of bad. It's only because it decided to make seeds on the top. It's not because it's in bad shape. It's like this used to give out some beautiful lettuce when it was a lot younger, but now since it's flowering on the top here, it's not growing any more lettuce. So if you don't want that to happen, if you see any things like this, these stems coming out, chop them off, or just mainly daily harvest the lettuce, like harvest it maybe every 2 days or every week, just because you don't want all the lettuce to die if you really want to grow lettuce. But mainly because I wanted it to be like that, I wanted it to have some flowers on top. The only thing that is the problem with lettuce is obviously caterpillars, pests, and maybe even the heat at sometimes, but not always. It's mainly always pests that always kill lettuce and just devour it. We actually had a lot of caterpillars eating this a while ago, eating the top of this, but thankfully we got rid of them all. So let's get on to the number 7 spot for the easiest plants. Okay, and we're back in this spot. The only reason why you see me in this spot is because we don't have the plant that I'm about to do, but in number 8 spot we have peas. Now, for some reason, every time I try to grow peas, it just dies. Like, we had a pea plant over there, and I came back the next day, completely gone. There was no like dried up plant anywhere, and it was actually growing some peas. But peas is up there with one of the easiest plants, mainly because I'm pretty sure it grows really fast. I don't know too much about peas because, obviously I just said I've really mainly never grew them because they're just mainly kind of hard for me. I don't know why, but it might be easy for you in the spot you have. I would assume they get a lot of sunlight, and the reason why my pea plant died is either because overwatering in the heat, or mainly just because a sweet potato decided to go over it and completely block it out. So let's get on with the number 7th. It's actually really similar to this, but no, wait, is this number 7th? Let's just go on to the next number. Okay, number 6 spot, not 7, 6. We're here again because I do not have beans. Beans are a quite easy thing to make, like green beans. That's really, really easy to grow. You just need about like maybe a month and you'll have like ginormous green bean things. But yeah, beans, any type of bean, like, are really up there. Like, I would especially mean like green beans, because it's probably the only thing I've grown from beans is green beans. My bad. I just voice cracked. Okay, so green beans are probably a very nutritious thing. You might want to save them from a lot of pests because, they're just a plant with, just something on it, just right there. So, like, there's no, like, protection or anything. So, yes, beans are a quite good plant to grow, and I would recommend it. Let's get on to the number 5th spot. Okay, for the number 5th spot, we have mint. There's actually been some caterpillars eating this, but mint is a very, very easy plant to grow. Very, very good. It has, you could put it in tea. You could put in basically anything. You could just come outside, rub your fingers on it, smell it. Oh, wow. God dang. That smells like those pack of gums you get. Oh, not that one. That one's kind of bad. But that smells like I think an ant just bit me. But that smells like the blue pack of gum, like the best ones. Not the green pack of gum, the blue pack of gum. That's what these ones smell like. It's really, really good for tea. Maybe you can make, I don't know what that was. Maybe you can make your own gum, maybe. Just get if you work at a gum factory, you could harvest some mint. I think they actually use mint. Hopefully it's not like artificial, like flavoring, and like they don't actually use mint. I'm 100% sure they make mint gum by using mint. But very easy plant to grow. Very, very good. Kind of slow at first is what happened to me. But yeah, it's a very, very easy plant to grow. Let's get on to number 4th spot. Okay, we're back in the same spot, but this time we scooted over just a little bit. Right here we have just your average lemon balm. So in number 4th spot, you guessed it, it's lemon balm. It's a very easy plant to grow, smells amazing, and really, you could put it in some tea, which if you want to see a video of how to make lemon balm tea, leave a like on this video because I know exactly how to make lemon balm tea, and it's actually really delicious, really really relaxing. Feel like you feel like you've been healed, but like it's really good. At first this was kind of slow, but now it is really, really good. Like this my other lemon balm has actually been getting eaten by grasshoppers. This one doesn't seem it's getting eaten by too much stuff. I can't sit here for long because I think there's ants around here. But yeah, let's go on to the number 3rd spot, the top 3. Okay, everything here that you're seeing, besides this thing here, is all tomatoes. We have giant tomato plants here and a bunch of tomato plants over there. So, yes, tomatoes are in the number 3rd spot. I think something's actually been eating this. It probably was grasshoppers or birds. But, yeah, it's a really easy plant to grow. Gives off a lot of food. Actually, fun fact, I actually don't like tomatoes. I don't actually like the food of tomatoes, but I love the plants. So tomatoes are probably my favorite plant to grow because especially these ones, they died from frostbite, then instantly came back like in the summer or in the spring. So tomatoes are my favorite plant, but I don't actually like the food of tomatoes. I don't know who likes tomatoes. Like it's a really bad fruit. I don't know why. But I love the plant. I love the smell of the plant. I just don't like the fruit. But number 3rd spot goes to tomatoes, and that's why I have so many big tomatoes here, and there's a lot of tomatoes starting to grow. Let's get on to the 2nd place for the best and easiest plant to grow. Okay, and the number 2nd spot for the best and easiest plant to grow is onions. Onions are a seriously easy plant to grow. They are really, really good and really, really fun to grow. A lot of nutrition and everything like that. So let's go on to the number 1st spot. Okay, the number 1st spot for the easiest plant to grow. I don't want to lay on anything, but the number 1 spot for the easiest plant to grow is actually potatoes. The reason why is because you can just grab any random potato, leave it out for just a little bit till it sprouts, plant it, and then, I mean, you're good. Like, I mean, that's it. Like, you know, you can grow something like this and get about like 12 more than you had before. Like, if you have 1 potato, you can get like 5 more. So that's why I think potatoes are the easiest and best plant that you could grow in your garden. They might be a little bit sensitive to the heat and stuff, which I had experience doing that. They are a little sensitive to the heat and they will get a little burnt, but mainly they are a very, very good plant and one of the best. I really hope you enjoyed this video showing you the top 10 easiest and best plants to grow in your garden. So the reason why I picked potatoes is obviously because I explained it, but it's just such an easy plant to grow. Also one of my favorites. There's a loud truck out there. But hopefully you enjoyed this. If you want a video of the hardest plants to grow that I can think of in my garden, that I actually have experience doing, instead of I'm just like, there's a bee. It's fine. Like, I can't just say like, oh, do this, like, even though I've never, like, you know, done it. Like, oh, this plant's the hardest plants to grow because, you know, I just know, like, I've never done, like, any other plant that's, like, basically like scientifically the hardest plant. I've never done any of those. Like, I actually searched up what's the hardest plant to grow like a while back, and I do not have any single one of those, so I'm just gonna do like in my garden. So if you want that video, leave a like and subscribe. Let's get this video to like either 15 to 20 likes. Let's do 20 likes. I'm feeling a little bit risky, you know, but get this to 20 likes and I will make the hardest plants to grow in your garden. And if you want a video of the easiest or the best plants to grow in a small space, in like a hotel, an apartment, or in a windowsill, or just in a small yard by itself, or like just in a small house, I will do a video on that for the easiest plants to grow in a small apartment size or slash house. So I don't know if y'all know, but I'm not the best man at talking. I mean, y'all can probably already tell that. I'm not the best person at talking. But hopefully y'all liked this background here. I mean, I could keep that background, but soon we're going to have to plant some of these because some of these are new, which is a video coming out soon. But yeah, hopefully next video will probably be either showing you my new plants or worse and hardest plants to grow. So hopefully you enjoyed this. Leave a like, subscribe, comment down below what's your favorite plant, and any other video ideas you want to see. Feel free to comment that on any one of my videos, and I will most likely leave a heart in reply. So yeah, the sun's coming out, so I should probably get inside because, you know, it's gonna get insanely hot. But yeah, see you guys later.